Hello and welcome back to Cosmoteer. My name is Pooks and today we're continuing on with our Ironman Admiral stream. Yeah, so it should be a good one. Yesterday I did a little bit of painting so our ships will look better. That should be posted out about, I think it's going to be about 5:30 local time on New Year's Eve. So if anyone's really bored New Year's Eve, they can watch me paint up the owl. But I'm really happy how this turned out with the kind of the feathery decals on the side here and the emphasis. Yeah, I thought it looked pretty cool. I'm pretty chuffed with myself. Anyway, in today's stream, we're going to get the first combat test of the Wilson, which I'm excited to see. We're just going to move the lifeboat up here. Yep, 15 employees. They're not employees. I guess maybe they're employees. I don't know. Crew members, though, is probably the actual term for them, rather than employees. It started so soon. I think it's 6 is the formation I want. Yep. So we'll get everyone into formation and get them ready to roll. So yeah, we have a fully formed fleet again, and I'm hoping that the Wilson will be a fairly good ship for us to have. Now, the biggest criticism I'm leveling at this design is currently what's happening at the moment is taking ages to go to the left or to the right. It can pivot okay, but in maneuvers like this, then I'm wondering how much it's going to be able to stay on station when tracking targets, especially if it's going for a side-on attack. It probably can do rear attacks fine because it's just got to keep up with its target and pivot slightly, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking might be our biggest problem here. I'm almost thinking here as well that I want to potentially reassign them their places in the formation, but we'll see. Anyway, the first target is going to be this fugitive bounty up here, and I'm not sure about the renegade packs. Maybe we go after that, but then that asteroid field up here would be a good one as well. And I feel like rescuing this station might be next on the card after that. Or, yeah, this is a single bounty as well. Yeah, I think we'll bounce these 3 and we'll go for the station as well. And that will get us a chunk of fame. Because, again, once again, I'm at my limiting factor is fame. If I want to expand ships or get new ones, then that's what I've got to go for. I'm interested to know which one's the slowest ships now, because they're all taking a little bit of time. Before I do anything, one thing I noted at the end of the last stream was that the crew assignments were wrong, or something along those lines. Was it the Comets? No, I don't think it was the Comets. It might have been the sorry. It wasn't the Kestrel, it's the Comets. Yeah, look at this. This will not end well. So this guy here, I've got to remember this now. I was literally staring at the ship, so what have we got here? Yeah, and your ops there as well. Alright, so let's go back to that. So 1, 2, and 3. And you're here. You guys are focusing on that. Good. And you guys are focusing on that. Cool. But we'll also put you on to these as well. Yeah, and then these needed to all be assigned to be like that. And make sure the assignment there is right. Just because otherwise they could end up floating around and doing weird stuff. So we need to make sure that's the case. So if you subscribe to the pack on Steam, then yeah, just be aware of that it will be a problem and you'll have to go fix it up manually. And then yeah, you guys can be like that, and then you're gonna be like that, and you here and here and here. I think that's gonna be that should be good. All right, that's fixed before we had some kind of weird thing or disaster. Should make sure that these ships are efficient. Efficiency is the name of the game. What's the Comets doing? They just blow it. Oh, really? I think I needed to make them ops as well. Ops being your priority here, guys. Because they should just be sitting in things and not doing anything else. Yep, that's better. Alright, let's find this dastardly pirate and get things happening. So we'll go up to double speed. There he is. Up the top. Or is he... Yeah, he's not. That's a pirate hunter target. Now they may actually have detected each other as well. So we'll just check that out. We'll just head slowly into engagement range. Yeah, okay, we're gonna be... just headed this way. Okay, we seem to have attracted his attention. Let's just break these guys out of the formation and let's see what happens. Okay, it's a nuke ship. Ooh, nuke slash missiles. This is formidable. Okay. So let's go like this. Let's get the Brunnen off to the side here, and the Anthony off to the side here. That up like so. The Comet's coming up here. This could be an interesting fight. Slow down again. Yeah, he has targeted something other than the owl. It's not necessarily ideal. The Wilson will be in range about there. Comets, I want you to try and snipe out that. Kestrel, I want you to try and snipe out that. And then we've got the Brunnen and Anthony. Now, fortunately, yeah, we got the attack happening here as well. Those nukes are just fired off against the Anthony, and that's okay. We'll get the Comets to start turning around. Because any nuke that... Yeah, okay, so see how this is gonna go and try and take out the Wilson here. So I think I want it to break its attack and try and... that's a nuke. That's a second nuke. I need it to turn. I don't know why it's turning that way. Wilson! Oh yeah, it's we just lost a good chunk of it there. It cannot take more hits. Alright. Why is the Comets doing this? Alright, just... so soon! Everything's unraveling so soon! We'll tell it to move like that and take the shot. And the Kestrel looks like it's going to try and take the shot as well. I think we'll just move these guys in a little bit more like this. And hopefully the Owl can come in and try and shield the Comets from disaster. We've just got to be very careful if these... Come on, take it out, take it out, take it out. We don't need a missile. Ah, that's going to be expensive. Yeah, the Wilson is KO, so it can get out of there. And we've taken that out. All right, so don't need to necessarily get out of there, but you're gonna. That's not good. Those nukes, man. I thought I prepared it for the inevitable nuking, but we just got nuked. There's a bit of flaming spire there. What else is here? Nothing else that really grabbed some fancy. Yeah, so it couldn't really take it on the chin very well. What I will tell it to do is just kind of enable all and maybe just don't pick up those types or those types. Yep. Try and break that apart. Go back to normal speed. We have the possibility of a pirate coming in, so we'll just repair the Anthony. I think we'll need the lifeboat up here to effect repairs. We'll have a chat here, make sure we grab all the... Yeah, 5 crew died in that. So we'll get the lifeboat up there as well to get some assistance. In the meantime, we'll just tell the Owl to go rip this apart, because I will want the materials now. Nope, actually don't do that. That's just a clear asteroid field, guys. I don't think they're going to actually get in range. Famous last words. Hey man, stop completing assignments for the other guys. You work for me now. There we are. No longer on EVA. We'll send him up here. That's gonna get old fast. Yeah, so I think really that just kind of proves that we need to make sure that the Wilson like is able to take a bit of a punch or gets in last, basically. Share that transfer. is really taking that on the nose instead. Because that's exactly what happened when I took out, I think, the same type of ship. Is that it just... we attacked it from an angle and we blew out the array. You guys go home. This can make a more efficient job of it, I think. Even with just 15 crew. Let's say pirate hunter, yep. So get the owl in. And the Wilson can start pan its way again. It's definitely heading for us, so owl can come up further. What do we got? We've got another flaming spire, alright. So we need to flank it. And we will send in those missiles again. Now we do have a bit of danger here as well. Oh, the comets. Why do the comets just fire? It shouldn't. Should be targeting only. Yeah. And it would have done bugger all just that now as well. So the Kestrel can go for this gun again. And comets out here, and the Wilson like this will go down to really slow speed because I need it for this one. But we'll even run in a little bit closer actually, because it's looking like it wants to take on something else. Might even be going after the comets or the Wilson. I'm not sure. I need you to rotate now. I need you to be like this way. Hang on. 83. Maybe it's the value of the ship that's going after, so it's seeing the more valuable ship here in the comets. Oh, sorry, in the spire. The Brennan can just kind of get out of there. And thinking that's a tastier target. So we might need to do some beefing of the owl just to make it more of an attractive sort of target here. In the meantime, the Wilson will need to be functioning as a bit of a tank. Don't get in the way of the missiles. Okay, now get out of the way. Alright, so on that basis, if you can target that, or target that specifically, and there, and then rotate. You can just like rotate, man. Rotate down this way and make sure you've got the cockpit targeted. In the meantime, we will tell you to rotate. You need to take things on the chin. Alright, that should have taken out a flak. Hopefully, no, it didn't. We've got another one coming in from behind though. Yeah, we got him. Alright. So the Wilson is apparently a bit of a target. Man, we've got heaps to mine now though. So the thing I'm thinking then is that if the Wilson's somewhat of a target, we either need to make the owl a bigger target by making it more valuable somehow. Or we need to make the Wilson just a little bit less attractive to blow up somehow. I mean, I did want the Wilson to be an off-tank, but it doesn't seem to be working out quite the way that I was envisaging. Let's move this up to 8 speed as well. You can help disassemble some of this as well. Actually, I'm going to tell these guys to all return and go take out these guys in the asteroid field first. Because at the moment, it's just taking far too long to break this apart. Also, look at all these nuke parts. And it might be because it has an array here. I'm pretty sure these can fire through here. So what I might do, because part of the reason that failed so badly was the lack of structural attachment. So if I were to do something like this, so that even if it does break through here and we've still got that part of the armor intact. That might help out a little bit. Alright, the lifeboat can head back to station. And we'll form these guys up to Alt 6. We'll just mark the Rex, WS for Rex plural. And head over and take these guys out because they're interrupting my salvaging attempts. Plus, the lifeboat, once it gets down here, if it hands in a few of these bounties, I believe I'll get a ton of fame. We should hopefully attract this guy to come and attack us. Or one of them, maybe. What have we got? We have a Maya. Ooh. That's different. Pretty. And by pretty, I mean pretty dead. We'll run the Kester out this way. It's not necessarily going to be great in this fight, but... gonna go for the reactor shot. It's not meant to take things on like that. Oh, I need to slow down here. Look, let's just pivot you here and retarget those. Here we are. The Brennan's going to take a few hits here, I think. We'll just tell it to cruise on past. Might be the better option. And yeah, it does look like it's going to go for the Wilson again. Definitely is going to do that. So, the Owl is no longer functional as a tank ship because it's just not attractive enough for the enemies to try and take it out. I'm thinking of retargeting here as well. Alright, you can attack. You know what? You can like go that way. If this is going to happen like this. I'll leave the owl like that, because I get the sense that, oh, here we are. We will take this out shortly, but we might have some other guys. There we are, and boom. And I think the Brunnin took a little bit of a hit. There we are. Ow. Oh, took some wingtip damage. It's just a flesh wound. Go up to half speed because we should get our next customers in soon. But yeah, I'm going to need to improve the owl. The owl will be getting some upgrades. Basically, I'm going to make it into a juicier target. So it must be threat based on dollar value of ships then. Can't think of anything else that's really influencing that too much. What is this? A flaming spire. If I'm really lucky here, I'll get the little bastard from behind. Yes. Easy. There's a wreck down here though, he's just left behind as well. It's probably somewhere around there. Alright, so we'll move. Yeah, you can go back into formation. Go up like this, you'll go up like this, you'll go up like this. Repair the owl. Another flaming spire. They're loving their flaming spires here. Fortunately for me, and it is really bad at reversing, so if we're lucky, we'll just be able to line up a shot here. Look out, he's turned around. heart attack thinking this thing down was a live ship for a second there. Alright, he's coming in and taking on the Comets. That's actually really bad. Because the Comets really has no hope to stand up against this. We'll tell it to rotate and then to also try and back out of there. We'll get the Owl to throw out its salvos. And we might try and get the Brunnen to face onto it. In the meantime, the Kestrel can start making a run in here. So that I think it must be out of range. We'll try and distract it with a Wilson maybe. Yeah, it's... Oh, it's gonna run past it. Alright, we'll run with that. This is we got a hit, but not a solid one. We'll tell the Brunnen to actually get out of there before it gets blown up. And then we've got the Wilson coming in. And we might actually do a fair bit of damage with the Wilson here. I don't want you to auto track, I just want you to... I want you to just always fire this direction, man. Because that's not going to work otherwise. Yeah. Now, the Brunnen being here is actually a really bad idea. We'll turn you around. Because it's just going to take shots from these side cannons here so it can run. Rotate, rotate more, pep it. Yeah. Kestrel can come in, still seeking the shot there. Comet actually should have been going for that. This is a fair bit of chaos happening here. It's about where I want the beam to be aimed. Just got to keep rotating it. Alright, taking out one disruptor. We'll go for the thing next. Oh man, asteroid in the way. Just rotate slightly here. Oh, I've got to be careful on this rotation, otherwise it's gonna sneak in shots there. when you've got a solution, man. Damn asteroid. We'll speed up because we can't really do much at the moment. And if you recall, I said how it couldn't strafe. This is the problem with that. Alright, we should be able to beam up. There we are. Starting to get firing back at least. Oh, that is ruinous to our health. Can you back up? Alright, we just took out some of its flak. That'll help a little. Kestrel is now going to work on this guy instead. Brunnan can't really do much. Just a point defense ship. It's working through the armor pretty well. We just turn this on so we can see what's going on. So we've got guys coming up with shield, but the problem is I don't think they're going to make it in time. I do like them going after my beam rather than the... Get the shield up, man. It's working after. Yeah, the Wilson isn't working out, I don't think. It's far too attractive a target. I'm gonna get the owl in here. Anthony, you can just chill, because again, it's not really going to be useful in this fight. So even its ability to off-tank is pretty bad. Target, yeah, your target is that. Yeah, that beam is just ruining us. I need it to seriously rotate as well. Take it some on the armor, because otherwise we'll see a gutted ship. Meantime, the owl is coming down. It's not going to be there fast enough to really do much. Should have a shot off from the Kestrel soon. Oh, Comet, sorry. I think that may have blown up something important there, possibly. The Kestrel is coming in. We've just got... We've broken the beam, which is good. It's going after the owl now. If we can get the owl to just kind of focus in like this, and the Wilson to GTFO. And then you two go like that, and then yeah, you're just gonna stay on target here, because what we should see is you taking a shot any second now. Tell you to rail fan any second now. You have like targeted that, right? Man, take the shot. There we are. Oh, it just rotated out of that. It managed to dodge a rail, which is pretty impressive. But we do have the Kestrel also lining up to take a bit of a shot here. Make sure it is targeted properly. Got it. Alright, so the Wilson really didn't work out. It's too much of a target for things to go well for it. Just repair the owl. But the Wilson needs, yeah, serious repairs. So we'll move that down there as well. I think the Brunnon will need it too. Kestrel took a few hits. Comet probably took a few hits too, yeah. Mostly armor related, fortunately. Oh, it came close to losing an engine. Okay, but we'll get some more crew for a start. So that should have bumped up our ability. Yeah, we just got another 35 crew. That's awesome. And we'll start off by salvaging down here, I think. Oh, wait, before we move off, gotta make actually sure that we get all those crew members on board. Leaving behind, not a good idea. You can turn this back on too. Oh, yeah, somehow we're leaving people behind here too. Look, I think if they're out of range, they won't suffocate, maybe? Maybe? Yeah, we'll send them back. Wilson, grab your crew before they die, man. They're worth too many credits. Oh god. It's a random pirate. You get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Oh, that's alright. It's gonna survive. Alright, so options here. We can make the Wilson less attractive. So we could split up the Wilson, make it kind of a couple of smaller boats or something along those lines. We could improve the Wilson so it can take more of a hit. That's a feasible option as well. Or we can do something else. Namely improve the owl. But as it stands, it's not working with my strategy because the owl is meant to be the tank and it's not tanking. So this is meant to be a cruiser that comes in and behinds and destroys them. So could you just make it shorter, right? Let's go into design mode and just have a think through while this works in the background to salvage everything out. So what if we moved this down here instead? We took off a whole heap of the front, say about this. Oh, no, I wanted to select, and then I wanted to delete that selection. There we are. So instead we kind of have this shortened sort of look to it. Then maybe even move this up a little bit so these two can actually connect, and I could actually get it to kind of rotate its fire. I think this would need to go elsewhere. we still need it. If I moved this to be here, and then put a hyperdrive in here, put a corridor, and then our fire extinguisher here. Pardon me. Then this would become armor. Would I need as many crew? Probably not. Because while these crews are necessary to function on everything, we can probably go with less crew here. So if we can then move it down like that, and then we get more armor steel. And we've got a bit of firing arc as a result. Okay, so is there a way that we can work out what things are worth? So we just go out of the ship editor. If we go build a new ship and we just load, replace existing. You will lose a lot of power by combining the ions like that. How so? Because from my understanding, like a 2-to-1 ratio for ion prisms are the maximum. So we've got 1 going into that. We've got 1 and 2, so it's 2-to-1, 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 2-to-1. In terms of stacking it. Now we could go a double beam, and yeah, that would have slightly improved the situation, but if I go back to here, and I look at the tooltip, I think it is, where is it, energy weapons. Yeah, so first beam 100% damage, second beam 75% damage. And combine fall off is basically minus 25% a beam. So is it that combined fall off that I'm getting wrong or misunderstanding or something? Oshi says, yeah, but it reduces the strongest beam. So each time you add a single beam, you're reducing the bigger one by 25%. Per combination, the strongest beam times 0.75. The more combinations, the weaker it is. And Bronner says, maybe I'm understanding wrong, but that third ion would essentially be combining a 0.1 and a 0.75. Right. Okay. So I'm completely misunderstanding ion beams entirely then. Okay, so we've got to do some more redesign here for it to actually be a reasonable DPS ship. Generally recommended not to go beyond 4 combination from what I've read. Okay. So basically, the idea, or the ideal here, would actually be to have a second beam set. I mean, even if I do this, and then combine the two at the end, I'm pretty sure that would actually, based on what you're telling me, that would be an improvement on what I've got at the moment. Oh, Math, you are a heartless bitch. Okay. This whole ship could be a lot better then. The ideal as a standard is a sort of a tree, e.g. two equal beams combined down. Yeah, okay. Cool. Alright, I need to quickly run to the toilet. Sorry, everyone. Apparently I didn't prepare well enough for this stream, so I will be back in like a few moments. In the meantime, enjoy this picture of a cat, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. That was quick. Damn coffee goes right through me. Alright, so let's look at this. Can we salvage it within the existing design here? Probably not, because I think they combine here. Yeah, Brennan says, basically every time you combine beams, try to combine equally sized beams with 8 irons, you should have an initial row of 8 crystals combining into 4, then to 2, then have 2 firing points of combined ones. Alright. So we've got to have equality here. That's fine. We can do that. We can work at that. If I cut this out and just chuck it off to the side, so that I've got a way to work with this. So let's take the assumption that we still want to go with a single prism. What we need to do is have this beam combining here, this beam combining here. Actually, no, so that can go like that, that can go like that. And then this should be able to bypass these two, I think. So if we go like that, and then go like that. So this will go into this. This will go into this. This will not be an equal size beam. Because it's going to be... Easiest way is to make it wider and have one on each side of the crystal. Yeah. I think you are right, Oshi. So you do it like, basically like that sort of setup here. just staring at this, hoping that staring will give me inspiration, because I want to try and keep this design if at all possible. It may not be. There would be a benefit in keeping it, in making it fatter though, in that it's, or wider, it's going to turn a little bit easier and run around a little bit easier too. I would need to replace that reactor, as in place it differently as opposed to replace, if that makes sense. Yeah, let's do some cutting. Grab that over here. Oh, whoops. Looking at the reactor core, and it's going to be sitting behind a whole heap of shielding, so I want some armor in front of it in case something breaks through. This might actually help a fair bit in reducing the cost of this thing too, and therefore its susceptibility to take threat, or to provide high threat. Okay, so we need equally sized beams to, we'll call this the N beam that we want. So if I had two shooting into the middle beam here, and we have two shooting into this side here, two shooting into the side here, these are all equal beams. I'd almost need another row of things, which could mean more firepower. So 2, 2, 2, and if I chucked one here, it'd be like 2. But then we'd probably start seeing things combine. So I need a less complicated array, or just go down to 6 beams or something. Because you can stagger the crystals half on, half off. Okay. That would do it, that array. So 2 going to this, 2 going to this, these 2 going to a single firing. Or we just have a double firing beam. Having 2 beams that run, because then we'd have a slightly higher fire output. Certainly not pretty, but we can work on this, right? I'm just trying to get my head around the concept, because I had it wrong, clearly. So we can move this in a little bit closer, like this now. I know that if things come in, it'll blow up, which will be not ideal, but yeah, definitely more powerful than the original design. only other thing I can think of is the safety component of this, right? So what we could do is chuck them here instead. I'm hoping that we'll test it to see if this works. If not, I'll place it slightly to the left. But I'm hoping that this will bypass this beam and hit this, and then we run it out the side instead, which will have a very different kind of look and feel. But we could do, say, that, and then say, actually we'll just get it slightly more like that. Just thinking in terms of engine placement and that sort of thing. I'll have to expand out the engine clusters or something. Yeah, we'll redesign that instead. Alright. Because at the moment I should have been putting this, if I put it back into place, it's not going to work now. But that's fine. We're going for a fatter vessel anyway. Which means we should be able to get it in a little bit closer. Still want a couple of layers of armor here so that when it blows up it's not necessarily going to take out the reactor. Because no doubt eventually something will blow up, right? If this was the cluster layout that we wanted, we can now cut it and actually run it, say, here. We'll mirror it to be there. And then I just need to work out crewing and stuff like that. I'll just get rid of that. Yeah, this is a huge redesign. It's going to resemble nothing like it was before. Get rid of that. Where's the mirror line? Let's move that to be halfway there. And I'm just going to remove these parts of it as well. That's not going to stay either. Oh man, I painted this thing as well. Painting takes forever. And we'll get rid of that as well. Let's face it, we're redesigning it anyway. So we're going to want some armor around here. Apparently I misjudged the line or something. Yeah, I can't perfectly mirror it, not with the current layout. But I can probably make it more compact there, actually. Nope, turn that off, turn it off. Maybe. That was an accidental right click. As long as this dodges these two and actually hits that, it'll be fine. Cool. I think that needs to go like a little bit to the left. That's lined up with that. That's lined up with that. Yeah, that's good. All right. Go the walkway out like this. And that's our next thing. The reactor pathing. So this actually needs to be more along the lines of this, so that we can get efficient pathing to our reactor. Gonna have less shields, so it's gonna rely on an armor tanking here, but also hopefully it gets less attention. I'll make this prettier. Just not sure on the width that I need or can get away with. We'll find out. I think we'll go with like a claw sort of function here. Looks like one of those Space Invader sort of things that go bleep. Alright, so crew-wise. Also, actually, we are going to make it go out like this to give it some protection against casual shots against the engine cluster. If we make these our ammo fodder guys, and they can run power up from the reactor, and then we can sit our, we're going to want a control room. Those are the guys for the control room. Then we're going to want crew for our engine room, and they can just sit in there. And then 2, 4, 6, 8, so 16 crew members. So 1, 2, so that's 12. was thinking these might be the better crew, because they'll start off closer to their reactor. Alright, then we're going to want an airlock, so we'll chuck the airlock here. And then we're probably going to want some fire extinguishers, which I'll drop here. I know I should have turned on mirror mode for the entirety of that, but oh well. We're going to need to do this one. This, we'll get some armor wedges on the bottom. I'm scrolling too fast. Like so. Ha. Oh, that was a crew quarters that I managed to delete. Alright, and now not enough beds, because I've just made this significantly smaller as well. That's fine. It needed to be smaller, but it still have the firepower, and maybe it'll fulfill its role a little bit by not attracting as much threat. So, on the one we've got here, let's send them over to the lifeboat, and we'll just max out the transfer that we can do here. Then we go to this, go back to this, make it so. And I'll deal with the crewing in a bit. We'll just transfer the crew over to it. Oh, wrong one, Wilson. Another 13. Alright, so it's only got 36 crew now, which means I could get a second. We'll also rename it. This is the Mark II, because the Mark I sucked. Let's have a look here. These guys are going to be 8 ops, and they're going to sit there. I'm going to have you as gunnery control and you as gunnery control. Same with you. Your ops as well. That high-pitched whine is not friendly to my ears. And then you guys are just on reactor duties. They'll have to supply the engine as well, which I'm not wild about. I also need to slow that down so I don't have that whining noise. Alright, you're going to target that. You're going to target that. You guys are on these. Okay, so what happens here? Okay, so our issue is these ones. We'll go into the design mode and just clear that off. We'll go with a different wedge there. Likely to be the same sort of issue. Turn you to automatic. Still the same issue. Might as well just keep firing while I do this. Is it these? No. There we are. Okay. Oh, can I do that? Yes, I can. I can do that. Yep, I can. I reckon if I place this. Oh no! I was expecting it to crap out on me then. Alright, and then you're going to go in that sort of direction, and you're going to go in that sort of direction. So you should be targeted there. If I had any sense before, I would have turned on mirror mode as well. You, and then pretty much like that the whole way. All right, we'll turn you on as well. I think that's combining, isn't it? Hopefully I'm not shooting anyone. Also running out of energy here. Let's pause you. Yeah. So we need to do something else here. I think the best way to deal with this will be to kind of yoink this part, reverse the crystals in the center. Ah, yeah. So go like that. No, that won't work. If that goes that and this goes this, you reckon? Make it so. Yes. Alright, but the next thing is we definitely have a power problem, so we're going to need more crew running power. I wasn't so concerned about reactor feedback and it blowing up the the central reactor and just run them, put crew members here. But I could move this here, drop in crew members there, get rid of the extra door, and then put my fire extinguishers up here instead. Oh, that's the other thing I haven't put in. Just realized. Hyperdrive. Gonna need that. Heh. Ideal placement would be up here, but then it's going to be exposed to fire. I could put it at the end here. 65. Yeah, that'd be fine. We'll do that. Ah! Game skipped. Oops. Cool. Make it so. Then you guys can also work on that. This is a fairly short firing arc. Can I tell it to... How far do you get till there? Thinking about the usefulness of this. Like, that's pretty close to get, right? But then, yeah, maybe. Alright, I'm going to tell it to... Oh, what have we got on there? You'll fire at will now. You'll fire at will. There we are. I'm going to want some more guys from the lifeboat. And then this will have to be super close in attack vessel. Like super close in. Tell it to go get some Hyperium at least. Move this in a little bit closer here too so I can get the rest of that flaming spire. Looks like we're full up on materials apart from diamonds again. That's good. Alright, I'm just going to save this ship design. And then, what I was testing out before is build a new ship. I want something that's going to tell me the dollar value. There we are, that's what I wanted. Okay, so the OWL Mark 6 is a $829,000 ship. The Wilson Mark 1 was only a 532, and yet it was still getting all the threat. So I don't know why it was attracting so much attention. The only other thing I can think of is the potential firepower or the threat output, or if there's multiple ways that it works out how it wants to determine threat, but it was certainly going after the Wilson. But the Owl has both more crew and, you know, more dollars invested. I'm just gonna keep the single Wilson for the time being as well. I'm not gonna make another one until it proves itself. Yeah, I thought it was crew as well, Brennan, and I probably said that to the effect as well, so at some point that it seemed to be crew that they were going after. Like when you... because when the Owl's wing broke off, like we had this broken off and this broken off in the disaster episode, then that's when they switched to the Kestrel. But it could equally be something entirely different. Or a factor of multiple things. Alright. I'm not going to delete the wreck marker on this. So how much spare crew have we got now? We've got heaps in the lifeboat still, so we can definitely get another ship soon. But I'd kind of like to save up and get something really big next, rather than just going small ships all the time. There's probably some calculation made behind the scenes based on crew, weight and firepower. It could be that, definitely. I'll be interested to see if the Wilson still attracts a lot of attention as a result of our changes, or if it's toned down now. We'll go after this fugitive bounty up here, actually. Special. What was I going to do? Career log. Local system. So this is still going to give me fame. Including a level 11s. Alright. That's good. I forgot to stock up the Owl with missiles as well. Cool. Alright, it's definitely spotted us, so we'll send the Comets and the Kestrel out on their tangents. We just sit the Wilson there and see if he bypasses me. It kind of looks like he's gonna. This is a new ship type that we haven't gone up against before. I'm also thinking the Wilson can just kind of jink over here then, behind the Owl. What's it got? It's mostly energy and it's got its own little reactor array. Pretty much the same sort of deal that I've got going on, but a better designed ship. Yeah, he's totally gonna try and go after the Wilson. Alright, where's its vulnerables? So it's got a sensor array here, and it's got a cockpit here. Got a heap of point defense. And a lot of shields. It's about to give us a bit of a blast here as well. Tried to have a shot at the Anthony. Oh, it is getting a shot off at the Anthony. That's fine. The Anthony can actually just kind of run off this way, and the Brunner can run off this way. You're going to sit behind here, and you're going to kind of get your wings in front. The Kestrel is about in range, or in position. And the Comets won't be far off. Oh, we've got another incoming. Yay, just what we want. Yeah, you want a piece of the Wilson? Fine. Tell it to bisect it there. I'm gonna chew through my wingtip here, I think, as well. Actually, we'll get Brunnan to go off this way, because I feel like we're gonna get some uninvited guests in a second. Oh no, it's hanging around an unknown signal. It's probably fine. Oh, that's bad targeting. I want you to go off like that. Ah, oh, hit the tip. The owl don't like this. It's not the right facing for it. But we do have the Wilson starting to actually do something, which is nice. Yeah, the owl's now able to start tanking it a bit on the shields. That's good. Comets can come up here. Oh no, it has now decided the owl is what it wants to attack, after breaking off a good chunk of it. Or maybe not. No, it is definitely rotating too. Try and take the Wilson on. But we might be okay. There we are. So whatever the case, the Wilson still is a threat magnet for whatever reason. It was a very neat shot. We managed to avoid the reactor and avoid destroying out all those. Could be that it decides that the firepower, maybe? What is this? This is... Let's say it's all 2,500 damage per second. I know it doesn't calculate out to that at the end of the crystals, but let's say it is. So that's what? 10,000 damage a side, or 20,000 total in this ship. Compared to the owl, the owl just needs some repairs, so we'll break that apart for that. So we compare that to the owl. And the owl can do what? It's got, depending on the missile launcher type, which is currently high explosive. But 4 high explosive types will be how do we tell? Refer to the factory. $7,500 a second. So 15,000 a side plus these guys, which are, let's say the base level, 200 a second. So 15,000, so 30,000 per second. Now if I compare that to the Kestrel, I reckon it's based on the DPS that your ship outputs for threat. Because up until now, the Owl was the highest threat in terms of DPS. Even though the Comets and the Kestrel were doing things, the theoretical DPS that the Owl could output with its missile launchers was much higher. So that's why they were probably going after it. So for me to make the Owl more of a threat magnet, then I think I need to beef up its DPS output. Yeah, sorry, that might be me as well. Good for you to join the stream though, Brennan. I appreciate it. But I think that's my issue. Which kind of makes me think an upgrade to the Owl and make it into a really big missile boat is the way to go. Pardon me. Especially if I want to ever get anything out of the Wilson here. I really don't like the bisect design either. So we'll probably redo that too. I think you'd either need it really far out, or I need shield sitting here and then a shielding layer for this. But yeah, the Owl having more missile launchers seems to be the way to go. Which means bigger wings. Because I think I can, if I make this taller wings, so we start off more in the head or get into a bit more of a curve, then I think I can do something along those lines to make it sort of interesting. Okay. That puts me into a dilemma. I want to keep shooting things down, but I don't want the Wilson to blow up, because otherwise it's just a waste of credits, right? So I might just continue on just without the Wilson. We'll go find out what this guy is and get rid of it as well. Someone's Sacrament. Oh my god. Yeah, this is one of the ships that ambushed me out of the gate, actually. It's alright. We can take this. Won't you like this? And you will actually have a fairly good roll here. Yep, here it comes. I think the last time I took it, I actually blew up this reactor here. It's about to start doing some things to shield, so we'll do the rotate. Alright, that's taken out its ability to have some power there. I'm kind of tempted to just blow the whole thing, to be honest. We'll see how the Kestrel goes once it's rotated. Got the Brunnan here, taking that out. The Owl's taking it on the chin like a champion. Didn't quite get the shot that I wanted. So we'll rotate back. Kestrel can rotate like this. He's also targeted on that. Gotta be careful here as well, so we'll rotate back. Again, not quite. Got him. Minimal damage, really. Took out the horn a bit. A couple of point defenses down. Nothing that I'm really too upset about. And there should be some supplies in this thing as well. We did need a Brunnan to be repaired. I think the Anthony had taken some hits previously as well, so 8. Click, damn it, click. Just need a few coils. Looks like we're getting all the high explosive missiles left over from the ship. That's good. Get a little bit closer. I just Just need to disassemble something with coils. I think it's mostly doing armor at the moment and that sort of thing. Put a W down. I think that should have done it. Yep, there we are. Anthony, all good. No, yep, Brennan, all good. Combiat, Kestrel. I should actually check on these guys to make sure they've got sulfur still for ammo. Yeah, they're pretty good still. And these guys can all go back to base. Alright. Is it formation 5? No, formation 6. That'll work. It's good enough. We'll go rescue a station as well. We've still got 15 minutes left, so I feel like that should be a doable objective. That will have given us some more fame as well, so we'll have a chat and just find out how famous we are. It's another 67. And yeah, the rewards are getting slimmer and slimmer here. Another 11 crew members. But yeah, I think I'll keep the Wilson sort of as is. I want to do some redesign on that. And I think we need to make the Owl into a bigger, badder ship. And have it appear much higher on the threat meters. Now the reason I'm going in close to this Ugno signal, I just want to make sure that it's something that is not just a bounty or that's going to ambush us. You know, really causes problems. Got a pirate hunter up here. Looks like that neutral ship is going to go for him. We'll turn around. See if we can be of assistance. No, the pirate hunter is going after the neutral. Yeah, and the fight has started. We're coming, guys. We're doing our best. It's a Maya against a hull breaker. Got him. Didn't even need to rotate. We've got another pirate hunter up here. We just marked a wreck. Get into formation, rotate. And we will go after this pirate, because again, when I'm trying to rescue a station, I don't want a pirate kind of sneaking up on behind me if I can possibly avoid that. I think he spotted me. Yeah, there's the music is starting. What is it? Look like a rask. Whoa, that's a lot of beam. Definitely getting a lot more beam cruisers coming up in the mix. Thinking the Owl can go off its engine cluster. Anthony is going to come off like this. Actually, I feel like they can... Oh, actually there's disruptors there as well. This is an interesting ship to go up against. We'll keep them formed up like so, and then rotate it in, and then like so, and then rotate it in. Yeah, we're chasing him, but you don't want to play ball. It's uranium asteroid, we'll just mark that. Target area there. No, I'm not too happy about chasing him further. I'll let him go. Alright, there's the enemy. We'll charge on in and try and help this station as much as possible. I won't charge too fast though, because otherwise the owl will be unsupported, and when I've done that in the past, bad things have happened. So their station will just have to hold up while my slow-ass vessels get into position. We will move the Kestrel out like this though. And then as we get closer, we'll just get down to normal speed now. The Comets can start repositioning. Yep. Yeah, I was going to sit here. It's a fire steel. Okay. Do these have... No, it's just beams. I say just, it looks sort of terrifying. Start slowing down again. The owl's shooting out its ordnance. I'm going to tell the Anthony and the Brennan just to keep out of the way, because these aren't shooting any. This can start going like that, because if I can get it to blow up this, it'll just take out that ship quite nicely. And how are we doing? Alright, starting to crack the shields. And that second beam will be a killer. We need to rotate already. It's going to tell you to rotate now. You're well within range. If you can get that, that'd be really good. You can also start coming in. If you can take out the reactor, I'd be very happy. Yep, that's a killer beam. And we didn't get it. Alright, the Kestrel is going to retarget this guy. Oh, sorry, the Comets. Shot off there. Got the reactor. Right. So that should stop them all from firing. That's a good shot. Comets can hopefully get a shot off soon. It's going for the weak point here. So we'll do a complete flip because these shields are back up. And if you get a shot off the reactor as well, I won't be unhappy. Got you. That's also a dead one. It just doesn't know it yet. Fortunately, we preserved the reactor in that one actually, so we can now just aim for the cockpit instead. And the owl can start going after this guy. Up to half speed. There's still something up there. Alright, that's gone. You can go target this, please. Mid-fight repair. Don't mind if I do. Has that been blown in two? Hey, we have 2 stations. There we are. And then you're going to go after that once you have the shot. And we will have rescued this station. Excellent. Alright, so which one do I talk to? Have we just got like a double station now? Is that what's happened? We will accept all the bounties though. Get that crew back in the owl. How we're going for time, just shy of 1 o'clock, that's good. Alright, so we've got this one. If I talk to this one, is it also a station? Ah, we do have double station. That's sort of fun. I wonder if it's going to repair itself and we'll still have this just kind of kicking over. It has no defenses. What am I doing? I'm gonna go talk to this. Hire out the max crew. Okay, so we've got 76 crew in this thing. This calls for an upgrade to the owl. And yeah, the Wilson, I think we will... I think I'll get rid of the iron beam things here. Put some shields on the front instead, with like just smaller reactors to power them, and run beams from the center instead. Because I really don't like the bisect design. The owl will need to have some firepower upgrade to continue to be the tank in the center of attention. So I think we beef out its wings a little bit further and then give it a whole heap more let's move these in here. Give it a whole heap more missile firepower to make sure that it has the attention. But then it will also be able to, you know, contribute a lot more in the fights in terms of just the sheer output of firepower. Or we could do a new design entirely and replace the owl with some kind of dreadnought. But we are at 2 minutes to 1 o'clock, which is when the stream has got to end. I've got gonna go for a beach trip, which will be lovely. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you're watching later on YouTube, then drop a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are in terms of ship design. Pardon me. In terms of ship design, what we should focus on, maybe. I'm interested to hear, but I'm pretty happy with the progress that we're now making again in this area. We can't get fame from level 11s anymore. We can still get some fame from level 12s from the looks of things. So that's really good. Yeah. And if we get another 200 fame, where does that put us on the fame ladder? Like, there's a decent amount of crew to be had. We are currently prestigious. But we would like to be esteemed or renowned or famous. Yeah, there we are. Revered, exalted, mythical, legendary. Oh, hang on. No, there's going to be a final fight. Because this guy is just going to come in and I don't want to start off the next episode just kind of forgetting that there's an incoming pirate. So the fool. And we will end up, oh yeah, you're gonna be a nice hole. There's our cockpit. Alright, so Kestrel is gonna try and take that out. Comet, might try and get you in behind. The Brennan and Anthony can actually contribute to this fight, so we'll set them off to the sides. And the owl might just see if we can get rid of some of those. Blew out its engine here. So we can probably retreat if we need to. But what I'm hoping is that I'll just be able to took a chip, but that's just chip the armor. Slow down again. Keep an eye on the owl now. Gonna rotate off this way. Actually, we'll sit the comets in like this as an emergency. Oh, we got the engine room, but not the engines. They're still powered. That's weird. Yeah, it's starting to dig through. We need to really rotate. I just tell that to really thrust out here. There we go. Yeah, I think better part of Valor here, we should just take out the goddamn thing. Oh, nope. Yeah, because look what it's done. Look what you've done to me. I think these might be causing some issues too. So you can just sit there. Getting very close, it's not going to be able to maneuver too well. So we might actually be able to just kind of strafe our way over here, because it has no engines now. Yeah, it literally has no engines. Let's get out of dodge. Get over here. And then rotate, I'm thinking. We've nearly got that as well, so we'll just tell the commiettes to don't fire. Actually, just to be safe, hold fire. Haha. Yep. Got it. Ah, we ended up gutting it. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Oh well, another one bites dust, so there'll be a small reactor we can pick up. We can repair everything off the owl that was damaged there pretty easily anyway. From the bones of our enemies. And yeah, that's it for today. So thank you again, everyone, for watching. Did I just clear a bounty? Yeah, I did. Huh. We'll take the bounty while we've got it as well. It's 134 fame, so good times. That means even more crew members, yeah. Alright, so we've got about 70 crew that we could load onto a ship. And the owl, yeah. We're gonna have a battle owl. We need to upgrade that. And then the Wilson, we will make some changes so that it's gonna fire forward with its beams instead. We'll get rid of this kind of chunk in the middle here and have it stop it from looking like a kind of bisecting crab or something. We'll keep these bumps, I think, just to protect the engines a little bit. But if it's not going to be drawing a threat, and if the owl is, then I will be happy. Cool. Alright, thanks again for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. Drop me a follow if you're on Twitch and you want to see more. Drop me a like or a subscribe on YouTube. Or don't do any of those things and that'll be cool with me as well, man. It's entirely up to you guys. Alright, thanks again. Bye now.